We got some breaking news that just came in, and I'm running it down right now. Catherine Engelbrecht, who I've known for over a decade now, she comes out of Texas, and she got her start when she was, she has always been a private citizen in the Houston area. She worked with True the Vote and King Street Patriots. Their groups were the groups that essentially propelled Ted Cruz into his Senate seat that he's in now, and they. When she was, this is like back in 2009, even way back. They had, they were getting involved in their civic duty. They were getting involved in local campaigning and all of this stuff because they wanted to have impact on the restrictions and rules and taxation and everything that was affecting them. And that's when they started discovering this inordinate amount of wrongly, falsely, illegally registered people that were on voting rolls, dead people by the thousands. She had discovered hundreds of people registered at one address to vote. And this was back in 2009. So none of this is new information. In fact, it was Elijah Cummings and others who sent the full weight of all of the alphabet of government agencies to harass her because her work was so successful, and she was instrumental in the early days of raising awareness of voter integrity. And this predates the 2010 shellacking, the midterm shellacking. This has been going on for quite some time. And so now fast forward, when Dinesh D'Souza made his 2000 Mules film, and I want to be very clear, the question isn't if there is a compromise of voting integrity. It is a question of how widespread it is, which I think is a separate discussion from whether or not you believe that 2020, the election went by the book. And I know that there are people out there that have their questions. I'm a very, as most limited government, science loving people, I like to have the evidence before me. I like to have the facts before me before I make, such and such claim. But, I know for a fact that there's tons of voter fraud because I've had people illegally registered at my address. I know exactly that there is. And so that's not the question. The question is, it does exist. The question is, how widespread is it? And so when they were working on their documentary, she decided to work with Dinesh D'Souza on this 2000 Mules film. It made a lot of people angry, and a lot of people decided that they were going to, I guess, try to settle the score. So fast forward, and again, this is all breaking, so I'm pulling this up now. Apparently, it was a pretty chaotic, some testimony there. They've been in court. It was a civil suit that was filed by a Michigan-based company called Konnech, Konnech. It's a company that provides poll worker management software to elections offices. And True the Vote, and I want to add too that Catherine Engelbrecht has never been a bomb thrower. She is a very data-driven person. I've known her for a very long time. Like, I can be a bomb thrower. I've never known her to be that way. She is just a very data-driven person. She doesn't want to be a pundit. She doesn't want to be on television. She wants to solve problems. And those types of people are very threatening to people who don't want problems solved. And so the whole point of this is that Konnech decided to file a lawsuit because they said that True the Vote had baseless accusations against the company's CEO, and that they decided to file suit, long story short. And there's a bunch of stuff about this Eugene Yu. He was the CEO who was arrested over alleged data theft. This was a Newsweek piece that was just actually earlier this month. His company, Konnech, it was the poll chief software. So apparently he was arrested on suspicion of stealing poll worker data. So just to put that out there so you can have full perspective, he was charged by the Los Angeles District Attorney on allegations of storing government data in China in breach of its contract. And so it seems as though the allegations that True the Vote has been putting forward, that seem to corroborate some of the allegations that they have been making on as to what he was doing. And so a lot of people have called them conspiracy theorists. It's kind of hard to say that someone's a conspiracy theorist when someone is arrested for the very thing that someone is saying that they're doing. That doesn't sound so much like a conspiracy theory anymore, I'm just going to say. So they had a hearing, and next thing you know, and it just came out, now they are, and I'm pulling this up, this is from Let me make sure I get this. I want to attribute the media. So this is from, it's an editorial director for VoteBeat, but it was also reported by Post Millennial and Right Scoop as well. But now apparently they're in custody. They were arrested. Catherine Engelbrecht and Gregg Phillips. And it's kind of crazy. So I'm going to keep up with this story because all of this is apparently just coming out now. It's kind of crazy. So they were arrested and apparently they were jailed. The latest is that, and this is the federal judge, Kenneth Hoyt, U.S. Marshals have taken into custody True the Vote's Catherine Engelbrecht and Gregg Phillips for contempt of court due to their refusal to release the names of a confidential informant. They were wanting to know who told them the information about this individual with Connick. Who told you? Now, the judge says he never got a straight answer. They said that they're going to be held in custody for a day or more until they bring forth the information they are withholding. The judge says that the way Phillip and Engelbrecht talk suggests that True the Vote had access to hacked computer data, though they denied it. And so they were taken into custody in the courtroom in Houston. Now, remember, the CEO was arrested for storing election data servers in China. So just very interesting stuff going on here. Why are they being held and being forced to, being told to that they have to release the, I mean, they don't have to. Where are the whistleblower protections? Where are all of those people who scream about the sanctity of whistleblowers? I would love to know.